Uh-oh.
Boom!
Oh. Please
Bounced
tell me I
right off
didn't.
that.
Please tell me I didn't actually take out one of those wind farms.
I don't think you did. I think you
Okay.
just barely got by with the skin of your teeth.
I don't know why, but this thing feels heavier than the first one.
Yeah, if the one I had didn't control well at all. Why do I feel like Revna has better gear on his? Cheating bastard.
I'm not cheating. I just actually took the time.
Oh, you mean you spawned one in and then changed the engines?
Yeah, I did that while, like, within the seconds it took of just simply replacing them.
Hmm.
The ship's still trying to move. Pretty fire. Halo Pelican dropships? Never played Halo.
I don't have the parts for it, so it gives you a warning that it won't spawn correctly.
What?
I think it requires DLC, which I don't. You know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna spawn anyway.
Spawn what?
That's a Halo thing.
Oh.
Me completely missing the part.
Fuck it. Oh, it's loud. Okay, there we go. Oh, shit's happening. Oh, God. Oh, God, laggy. Oh, my God.
I love how you put that. Oh, shit's happening.
I have a feeling that it's probably going to utilize rotaries to make the nacelles work like they do in the game.
Oh, wow. That's a beast of a ship.
How does one pilot this thing, though?
You have to find the cock. It.
Yeah, except which is the cockpit?
But now you see why I think this Valkyrie looked a lot like the Pelican, right? That's actually a
Yeah.
really good model.
There's no flight seat. What the shit? I'm not seeing one.
This thing sounds really good.
Yeah, but there's no pilot seat. So if
It
there's
says-
no pilot seat, how the fuck are you gonna fly it?
It says police on the side. Also, it seems to be sinking.
I'm confused.
There's got to be a cockpit somewhere. We just have to find it. Oh, did you see it?
No.
I'm
Oh.
looking.
Hi, Pixel.
Maybe
Okay.
that's part of the mod that you're not that you don't have.
I guess.
What, a cockpit?
They're probably using some special flight seat.
Well, stick a regular cockpit on there in the front. See if that gives you control. Here you go, Pixel. Good girl. Good cat. I love how this thing is slowly drifting towards the ground.
Pardon me.
You're a little too heavy, buddy. We're going down.
There we go. Holy crap, this thing is slow to turn.
Yeah. I
Ah!
mean, it is basically a flying bus.
I mean, yeah, quite literally. Okay. Okay, so what groups are there? Landing gear, landing rotors, rear door. Where's that? Okay, I'm curious. What does this do?
Oops, I overshot that. What you doing, Pixel? What's wrong? Okay, go on. Little brat. Sits at my feet. Pick me up, and then jumps right down as soon as I pick her up.
That doesn't do anything. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave this so y'all can have fun with it.
Programmable block. Yeah, I don't know. It keeps sinking, so I don't think it's got enough thrust to stay in the air.
So, in other words, hostile vessel spotted.
Miss. Wow. You know, that thing is taking a pounding here. There it goes.
Alright, I gotta plug my headset in real quick.
That was close. We almost had him in air.
Okay, I'm back. Interesting.
Ships don't fall apart as much as I would expect them to when they hit the ground.
Right?
I will say that is a little weird.
Yeah. Into the hole.
I just see this.
Huh?
I just see this little speck right there fly off the second the rockets come in.
I was right there looking at it, and then suddenly I hear the rockets.
Whoops.
What you do?
No, you'll see it. It's hard to miss.
Oh, wow.
Oh boy. That looks pretty.
What is that?
That's another
That
one
is-
of the ships that I had subbed. I'm gonna go take a look at it.
That is a gunship. There are a lot of guns on it. And
That's
rockets.
a lot of guns.
Rocket turrets, gun turrets.
Oh, they're on the front.
Space battles.
Yeah, can this thing even get airborne?
I don't think it's planet worthy. Obviously, it sank immediately, and I only see ion thrusters.
Yeah, I only see the ion thrusters as well.
Where on earth is the way in? Ugh.
Quit that yawning, it's contagious.
I can't help it that I'm tired and I'm night shift, and this is like literally 2 in the morning for me right now. And I still have an appointment at 5 o'clock, which is in 3 hours.
It's not my fault you stayed up too late.
I mean, I also was under the impression I'd be working days next week, and then I got told, nah, after the fact. And I'm all like, what the fuck?
That's a dick move. I hate that. That's alright. Back when I was still a teenager, like maybe 16 years old, I was a phone monkey doing tech support stuff, and I worked graveyards. And they had a rash of thefts. Somebody was popping open desktops overnight and stealing the memory out of them. And
Nice.
so they decided naturally to blame the 2 teenagers that worked at the company, and that I was one of them. and nothing ever came of it. But they decided, let's see, I went in, worked my regular shift overnight on Friday night. Then they, no, make that Monday night. Then I got home, and they called and said, "You're working days now, so come in tomorrow." I'm like, wait, what? I'm like going to bed in an hour. Like, no, we need you in here. That's illegal. Fine, then come in Tuesday. But yeah, they switched me with no notice.
Wow.
That was a shitty company. And I do not see a way into this thing. But apparently it fires rockets. I take it you found a way in?
Yes, I did.
How the hell do you get in there?
On the side of the ship, you'll see a blue door. It's by the connector. Where those giant wing things are towards the middle. Follow those.
Oh, okay.
It looks like ribs. You're getting closer to it. Down.
Aha!
To your left. There you go.
Wow, this is pretty impressive. Jeez. This is huge. Holy crap, have you been to the engine room?
I have not.
Ah! You're in it, or you're destroying it, aren't you?
Enemy ship is on the horizon.
You should at least look at engineering before you nuke the whole thing.
Alright, well.
You useless whore.
Well, I made an entrance into it, at least. Oh, there's a cryo room, okay.
Well, it was a
What's
nice
going
ship.
on? I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
I hear storage.
Oh, nice. There's a control station in engineering, too.
So these are the crew quarters. Interesting. They're using the elevator panel as a bed.
That's clever. So why you wrecking the ship, you hoser?
Because why not?
That's your answer to everything.
For real, though, why not? I can spawn like 10 of them.
That's the problem with infinite power. It just cheapens everything.
I mean... Oh man, do I wish I fucking didn't have to go to this appointment. I wish I had made that appointment a lot earlier than 5 in the afternoon. But at the time, I didn't know I was going to have the fucking week shit canceled, and I was like, I need to stay up anyway, so I was going to make it count. So I'd force myself to stay up. And no, that had to change.
This world has disabled scripts. So this ship can apparently do scripted things. The ship can also explode, apparently, because some jerk is shooting it.
Oh, I'm sorry, did you want to explore it more?
Nah.
I mean, I'll stop.
Oh, I don't care. What, you're gonna stop?
Yeah, Because
Oh.
honestly, I'm almost kind of done with the game.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kind of like losing my mind at this point.
That's cool. I can switch out and maybe play some train simulator or something. Or I could just resume building my own little custom base and see if I can get that air stuff to work.
Aye. Well, it was interesting, fellas, but I'm gonna play something else before I lose my mind playing this.
All right. Well, it was fun. Thanks for playing. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
Indeed. I don't know what I'm gonna launch though.
You ever play a game called Cards?
Against Humanity? Yes.
Play Hearthstone?
The fuck is Hearthstone?
Oh, blech.
It's a card game made by Blizzard, but Cards is made by 1939 Studios. Plays similar, but it's World War II themed.
Why the fuck would I ever play a card game on a computer when I could play cards in real life with real people? Because that's what cards are about.
You snob.
I don't know. I mean,
Because are you in a room with multiple people right now?
No.
There you go.
So that means I have access to my computer, which means I have access to first-person shooters and other various games. Why the fuck would I play a card game? That's like a level of stupid that just no, just no.
okay.
Fap.
I don't get it. Like, yeah, I'd rather fap than that. I mean, I'll be honest. I'd rather just like drop my pants right now and just start beating it out.
Okay.
Jesus Christ! You could have just said no.
I just don't see a point to it. Like, I get everybody's got their thing, but I mean, it's kind of like those people that are obsessed with Fortnite, namely my nephew, and just think that that's like the best fucking game in existence, that no other game can possibly even touch it. And I'm just like, oh, you tiny little insignificant worm.
Yeah, Fortnite confuses me, but that's just, I don't know. Battle Royale seems really cool, except I suck at it, and well, that turns me off a lot of games, to be honest.
I remember when the whole Battle Royale thing was just a mod in DayZ.
Yeah.
Or a variant of, DayZ Arma.
Yeah. Back in
I was
the
gonna say DayZ Arma technically was Battle Royale, just not in the sense that you were forced.
It was more RDM.
RDM?
Random deathmatch.
Oh, right. It would just spread out on a really big map, though, right? Like Arma's maps are huge, aren't they?
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah, they're
so
probably
massive that the odds of you running into somebody if you were intentionally going off is very low. If you were going to the main cities, yeah, you definitely bump into somebody.
Yeah, because I remember, who was it? Scalazors and fuck. Waldo dude were both playing DayZ, and it was crazy because they would spend 30 minutes running around and meeting and bump into nobody, and then just out of the blue they'd find half a dozen people and just turn into mayhem.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I don't like games like that, is because if I'm going to invest my time in a video game, I don't want to lose everything I've done in like literally the span of a second because some fuckwit decides to be an ass.
Yeah, I get it. I'm trying to remember how I had this all set up, and the answer is I didn't.
Trying to figure out what I'm going to launch. I don't even know. Oh, motherfuck.
You looking for something to keep you awake?
Oh, if that was the case, I'd be giving me some coffee.
Don't you have an appointment in like, well, I don't know
3
what time
hours.
zone you're in.
I'm in
Same
Central.
Yeah, same time zone.
I can't play WoW because it's being DDoS and some asshole's bragging about it on Twitter that he's doing it.
Seriously?
I can't play WoW because it's being DDoS and some asshole's bragging about doing it on Twitter.
No shit.
Is it classic or regular?
Is it classic or regular getting hit? Classic. Wow.
Huh.
What a dick. One person?
On the stream.
Wow.
Is he pissed at streamers? Christ, just DDoS Twitch.
Did.
Alrighty
Apparently
then.
not very well.
Twitter and some other.
Yeah, apparently not very well, because here I am. Jeez, what an asshole. People like that, I don't understand people like that.
I mean, some people are dicks. Just
Yeah,
like some people are pussies and some people are assholes.
Taking down that you're going for the servers that servers are on, but then you got bored of that, so you just decided to take them all down.
Well, I guess everyone needs a hobby, but still, dick move.
Maybe he
Help.
was trying to get his dick to move.
Hmm.
Of course, if Blizzard figures out who it is, they're gonna rip his head off.
Yeah, but the way that usually works is it's a bunch of proxy accounts and stuff.
Yeah.
At least that was my understanding. It's just you know, single target with a bunch of slave machines.
Yeah, it's usually a botnet.
That was the word I was looking for, or the phrase I was looking for.
Ah.
Not really. I didn't know what else to call it.
Yeah, I would just say, hey, you know, let's backtrace that guy and contact the cyber police.
Yeah, consequences will never be the same.
Yes.
Well, no, I mean, if there's the one dude, if he's bragging about it on Twitch, all you have to do is just link Blizzard. Hey, you know, this person's bragging about it, and they can eventually figure out who that person is.
Yeah, I could see Twitch helping, or
Oh.
Twitter helping out with that. Fucking narcs with everything else.
I wouldn't know. I'm not on Twitter.
I'm not either. I got banned months
Neither
ago,
am I.
but it's a waste.
I mean, at one point I'm going to have to make a Twitter as well as some other social medias because of my business, but I'm not looking forward to it.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Fuck, I remember I had a friend at send me a invite to Twitter back in like 2010 or something. You know, when it was first starting out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, that name sounds stupid. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, now it, along with other social media things, are super fucking popular for no reason.
Right? It's like I was already on Facebook at that time. And like barely even on Facebook before it was really a big thing.
I think I got onto Facebook the first time when it was still required a college email.
Yeah, that's before I would have gotten on.
It wasn't worth it then either.
Right? Yeah, the only reason I use it now is to either shitpost memes or, you know, like actually try and get in contact just with someone I know that I don't actually have their phone number.
Yeah. Well, when
I've got, like a whopping 100 something quote unquote friends, and half
Wow.
of that's actually family.
Yeah, I I left closed my Facebook account about a year ago. Had none of my friends really enjoyed my shit posting, so I'm like, you know what, fuck this, I'm done. Sick of this. Really, what happened was they were all very upset that Trump won, and I thought the whole thing was very funny, and that's all it takes to get ostracized by your friends anymore. Or people you
Yeah,
thought were
I've
friends.
never. Not to get into a political discussion, but I've never really been a big fan of him.
Well, I
I
mean,
mean,
it just
I
sucks that
understand
people...
why it happened, but
Yeah. It just stinks when friends write you off because you shit post. But whatever.
Yeah. People are the true measure of a man. It's not exactly something beneficial these days.
People are shit when you're a shitter.
Mm-hmm.
Part of me, for that very reason, wants to see a breakdown of society in the sense that either war or apocalypse happens in some variation, just to be like, yeah, those people that are assholes, guess what? They have no skills whatsoever. They're gonna die first.
Such a cheery thought. I hope society collapses.
Yeah,
I
I'm one of
mean-
those people who's like jack of all trades, master of none, so I'll probably still die anyway.
Oh, I'm a dead man if society collapses. I won't make it a day.
Wow, you guys are so optimistic.
Dude, seriously, I weigh 340 pounds. I don't have a fucking clue how to skin or clean an animal or cook it. I can read a compass and a map. That's about it. And hard pressed, I could probably make a fire in about an hour. Just, I
But
couldn't
how
do...
much software do you know?
Huh?
How much software do you know?
Plenty.
How quantify that? How can you actually program advanced machines?
Sure.
Any machine.
Any machine?
Yeah, virtually any machine. Is it all intermingled or transferable?
No, they all run different stuff.
But could you figure it out?
Sure.
I could
Okay,
fly
then.
pretty much any aircraft.
Okay, so in that context, you have to realize what your role would be. So, in the essence of a group, which you'd have to be a part of a specific group, depending on who, then you would more than likely be a tech guy, and you would be sent to deal with specific targets to shut them down. I mean, that's the fact of it. I mean, I can't fully expect what would be the case because obviously we're nowhere near. But if you were close by and you knowing your skills, obviously I would want to recruit you and select individuals to go take out specific targets. And you being a techie, you would be the one that's doing all the digital shit.
Hmm.
And you might be wondering, well, what the hell targets are you talking about? Well, just because society breaks down doesn't mean shit shuts off. So I'm talking reactors, power stations, shit like that.
I don't want to hack a nuclear plant. Those are cool.
They need to be shut down.
Yeah, if they
So
they
they
go
don't-
for too long, then bad shit can happen without
Yeah.
maintenance.
I suppose.
It's not just that, but whenever you shut the emergency disconnect into it, it renders the rods inert, which means that also you don't got to worry about someone weaponizing them.
But it doesn't make them inert. They're still producing radiation.
No, there's an emergency kill switch that shoves a deactivation rod that shuts it down completely and permanently.
That's not how nuclear fuel works.
I did see that there is a backup system that basically to do that would kill the reactor, but it's some way that they shove in some sort of chemical or some sort of rod that's a neutralizing rod or some sort of element that essentially kills it, like just shuts the generation of fusion reaction down immediately. I don't remember
Yeah,
the
it's a
specifics on it, but
it's a salt. They flood the containment, or sorry, they flood the reactor with a salt of some kind, and
It just absorbs all the neutrons that are being generated.
right. That doesn't
It
destroy the
doesn't
fuel.
really yeah, it doesn't shut down the actual radioactive decay. I don't think it just absorbs the
Oh,
neutrons.
okay. Well, then somehow we'd have to destroy that too, but hey.
Because yeah, in order to stop the radioactive decay, you would have to completely diffuse all of the material, or a vast majority of the material instantaneously, and I don't think there's anything that can really do that.
Well, nothing safe anyway.
True.
Case in point, my mind thinks of shit like that, and I plan ahead. So to me, it's like, yeah, there's steps people don't realize that you could have the best defense and all that shit, but if a nuclear reactor goes off that may be one state away, well, Chernobyl only had a quarter of its plant go, and it affected the whole fucking continent. So, a real reactor goes, we're all fucked. Everyone on the planet.
Yeah, Chernobyl was such a clusterfuck.
But that was only a quarter of the chamber.
No, it was one reactor out of 4. It was a whole reactor.
Yeah,
Well, a quarter of the
Scott-
facility.
I was gonna say I seen Scott Manley's, or I think it was Scott Manley's video on it, as to what may have, or speculated to have happened with the whole Chernobyl thing.
Something with the tests they were doing.
Well, basically they tried to, or the reactor started to run hot. It
No.
was kind of,
They were trying. It did start with a safety test. They wanted to see if they could run the reactor's pumps, cooling pumps, just on the inertia of the turbines if they spun everything down, like killed external power.
yeah.
They wanted to know that they could keep the reactor
Right.
cooled if they lost outside power.
I'm
And
remembering that part.
yeah, the test could have worked, but they fucked up, and because the reactor design sucked hard, it becomes unstable at low power, and they kept reducing power in the reactor way below what they needed for the test. So they started the test at 200 megawatts instead of, I think, 500 like they were supposed to, or 700. And they realized, hey, we don't have enough power, so they tried to jack up the power by removing the rods, and they built up a void coefficient in the bottom of the reactor, made it nice and unstable. Power started to spike. They panicked, tried to shut it down, but the control rods actually spiked the power even harder, and that caused the the reactor to explode. Steam
Right.
blew it up.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm remembering the way it was explained.
Dumb mofos.
Yeah, that.
I'm not gonna lie, I probably would have panicked in the same way though.
Oh yeah, I don't blame
The human condition would panic knowing a reactor is about to go boom.
Right, but I'm just saying, yeah, it just happened too fast, and they put the rods in too quickly, which, like Willfe said, spiked the reactor and, flashed what little heavy water was in there for coolant to steam, and just everything went to shit instantaneously.
I don't even know what I'm building, but I'm building it, damn it. Almost built a door upside down. That would have been fun.
Man, whenever I see someone with an AK and they've got 3 AK mags taped together, what the shit?
What?
Like,
Oh, there's some random
Taped
picture of
online?
No. They're taped like offset, like you would do a quick mag, like like 2 mags taped together. How one's pointing up, one's pointing down. Except imagine a third one they taped on pointing the other way, so they could reload 3 times basically, but it's still stupid.
Stupid, but slightly efficient, just not in the weight department.
No, yeah, well, I was just gonna say is by that point you might as well get a fucking drum because that's how much rounds you're carrying.
Pretty much.
Drums are cool. I think that's a neat idea for a... I mean, they're impractical as hell, but they look cool. And they hold a lot of rounds.
I mean, you'd rather get a quad stack, to be honest.
Quad stack?
Yeah, there's a triple and a quad stack mag. Imagine a magazine, but instead of it being a round drum, it's just like a normal looking magazine, square-ish, but it's just wider. And they stack it 4 rounds instead of 2, but there's also the 3-round stack. The 4-round I think is really new, so it's a prototype, but the triple stack is the common one you hear about. That's the one that can hold like 50 rounds or something, 50 to 60.
Neat.
It's a singular mag.
Interesting.
I mean, I still would be against it because, I mean, there's no reason for you to carry that much fucking ammo on the gun. After I don't know your experience, but after being an avid shooter and playing around and actually doing runs with my rifles, I don't want to fucking carry something that weighs 15 pounds in my arms or more. That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Sadly, you know, don't have any experience with firing firearms. Best I've done
Oh.
is a BB gun.
Oh, guns are fun.
Okay,
Ah,
well, take my advice for that. Yeah, you don't want to carry a heavy rifle. No.
Yeah. No, I believe you.
That's what bothers me the most about the fact that everybody and their fucking cousin and dog and cat-in-law and loves the AR-15. I'm like, oh my god, why?
cat-in-law.
Yeah, there's a reason I said that, because everyone fucking faps to the damn AR-15. Like, come on.
Isn't it based on the, you know, the M4 model, just single fire?
Yeah, well, it's the stoner,
that's
but
all.
yeah.
That's all it really looks like to me.
Well,
but I know it's a semi-auto rather than full.
AR stands for Armalite. Everybody's like, assault rifle? No, it stands for
No,
Armalite.
Yeah, I know. I know that much.
Okay, well, I was just saying, like, in reference to, but yeah, it's based on the M4 and M16. But it's a semi-auto, yes, but I mean, the part that gets me is, especially recently with the whole shootings, and everybody's like, oh, we should ban AR-15s and AKs, and I'm just like, that's not.
That's not how this works.
That's
No, I
a
mean,
common pattern. Anytime a shooting happens, as long as it was a white shooter, the call is to ban all guns at all times, for every reason. Hey, Night Lexic, how's it going?
yeah. And I take heart, me being a gun nut. I'm like, yeah, I want to see them actually try and take them, because that's gonna be a fucking war.
Yeah, it won't happen.
I like how I did have something blow up on my newsfeed that some chick on The View, which I don't even watch The View, but I found it interesting how they were raising flack about it, and I was like, okay, I gotta read this. Apparently one of the chicks on there was talking about it, except she was making all the wrong talking points for the gun side, i.e. she was specifically saying shit like that, like, oh, if you're trying to take the guns, every gun person's gonna shoot everybody. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Now she's painting us like a bunch of violent, crazy people. Perfect.
Oh. Yeah, that's they do that a lot. This is a station. I have no idea what its purpose is, but it's mine. Yeah, they love that stereotype.
I mean, I
Although,
will admit, if they try to take my rights, I will fight for them. But
I was going to say, truth be told, there's more guns than people in the United States. So if they decide, oh, we're banning all guns, bring them in. Like,
Good
even
luck.
even my
Yeah,
dad,
no
even my
shit.
dad said they can come get it, and he'll happily hand his guns back one bullet at a time.
No shit. I remember the what state was it? There's a couple states where they authorized the police to start searching for fire. It wasn't to confiscate, it was search. And they told them no, they were standing down for multiple reasons. One of which being they knew if they tried that shit, they'd get shot.
Yeah,
And I don't blame them. I'm like, you are committing crimes by doing that, so
Yeah.
you can't just go into people's houses because they have guns. That's not a legal right to do.
And there was I remember I saw on my Google feed at least, because I have a fucking Google phone. There was something about I want to say it was a guy in Mississippi that you know, they came in because they thought he was mentally unstable and wanted to take his guns away, and basically ended up with a shootout, or them shooting him because, you know, he refused.
that kind of shit sucks.
I mean, that's really open-ended, though, because if you're talking police versus a person, then technically speaking, they can make up whatever story they want.
I don't know.